Good morning, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing this morning? As for me, can I go to sleep? I'm wide awake. With so many things that are happening, I'm trying my best of my abilities to maintain the Love Foundation. But I've come out here by myself to the location that I go investigate, just to see if anything surfaces out spiritually. Sometimes when things are happening to us spiritually, we're being targeted spiritually. You don't want nothing to affect your family members, so you have to put yourself out there in the open in order to find out if there is a spiritual hit or there is something unseen trying to come up against you. So you have to overcome your fears. I just got here. I wasn't even here. I barely got out of the vehicle and I heard somebody say my name already. The spirits are always around, whether it's day or night. So I heard my name being said over here to the right. So I'm going to start walking down this path and we'll see. I heard my name said like 2 times or 3 times over here to the right. I might point the camera to where I heard it, but before I go down over here to investigate to this path, the reason I'm doing this is, if somebody's doing a spiritual hit against me in a spiritual manner, well, it's going to be a spiritual hit that's coming up against me. That I'll be able to defend myself and deflect it to go back to the sender. That's why I'm out here doing this. Well, I'm going to face the camera the other way. This is nothing new. It's not new for me. I've done this numerous times. When I used to be in Elms Grove, I used to fight spiritually all the time. Where activity was picking up around my home, I will go into their territory at nighttime, in the middle of the night. And this is, like I said, nothing new to me. So I'm going to face the camera the other way. If I hear anything or sense anything, after I do this video, I will debunk it. But I'm always sure the sensing forces that are around, they know what's happening. They know everything because they're looking for the spiritual opening. I've already prayed, and I have my protection around my neck. So I'm going to face the camera the opposite way. Got the light on it. I don't know if I should have the light on it, but here's where I heard my name being called 3 times. So I'm going to go into the area. When I was walking, looking down toward the tree line, I seen a white eye shine, possibly deer. I don't know if I should turn off the light or leave it on. I might just leave it on, not unless it shuts off by itself. This is how I'll re-energize myself through make my foundation stronger, is put it to the test. We gotta fight spiritually. In order to fight spiritually, when you talk the talk, you gotta do the walk, right? People talk about boots on the ground and all this stuff. I'm up here by myself. I'll turn the camera around so you can see there's nobody around me, just me, myself, and I, and of course Jesus Christ. If anything surfaces up, it's going to surface up, and hopefully we could catch something here on camera. I'm already sensing something right here. The hairs are standing up, so they know I'm here. I'm more sure they know of what I've been through, what I've been going through this past week. But I'm still going to continue. I just heard movement to the right. There you go. Some kind of bird. Maybe a lechuza. Right here by the trees. If y'all recognize the area, you already know what area it is. It's the area where I come do my investigations during the day. So I'm walking in their time frame. I'm hearing some whispers over here to the left. I just heard somebody talking over here to the left of me. Sounded like a man saying something. Hopefully I got it on EVP, you know, when I debunk this video. You know, I'm not here to try to interrupt anybody's peace, or if this your grounds, you know, I'm not here for any kind of disturbance. I'm just here spiritually for a reason. You know, if there's any unseen spirits here that know what's going on, because you're trying to find a spiritual opening, you're either going to make your presence known or you're going to say something to know what's going on. I'm just here to tell y'all that my love foundation is strong. I have Jesus Christ with me. And I'm not afraid. I'm here because certain individuals are coming up against me spiritually. You know, they're promising y'all things that they can't upheld. So I'm here to let you know that my love foundation will remain, and that eventually, whatever they promised y'all, you have to go back to the sender, because you're not getting it from me. That's why I'm here right now, in your time frame and your territory, where you roam. I remember when the lechuza appeared like 3 weeks ago, you know, in front of my house. You know, whether it was just people coming up against me because they belong to a cult, or I'm affiliated with God, with Jesus Christ. I'm not afraid of any unclean spirits, demonic spirits, or anything in that shape or form, because God is with me. I just heard something. It sounded kind of like a screech, or kind of like a sound of a woman. I'm just letting you know that I'm going to continue to fight spiritually against y'all, or anybody affiliated with y'all. I suggest you go back to the sender, or whoever is coming up against me and my friends up spiritually. I suggest you go back to the sender. Whoever called you to come up against me spiritually, go back to them, because I will fight spiritually. I will rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ, through the name of Jesus Christ. There was something definitely around me. I could hear it. Sounded kind of like a banshee. It sounded like when I debunked this video, I'm more sure I caught something, especially when I went around the bend. You know, they'll surface up. Spiritually, they'll surface up, and by spiritual law, they have to identify themselves. That's why I know right now, what I heard in there, there is some witchcraft and necromancy happening right now. They have to ID themselves spiritually, especially when somebody conjures up a demon or something in nature to do a spiritual hit. They have to identify themselves to the children of God. You know, that's why I'm attending Love Foundation, so they can ID themselves. But definitely I heard what seemed to be like a woman screeching of some sort in there, sounded like a banshee. And I'm more sure I caught some activity when I debunked this video, whether it's through the disembodied voices. I just wanted to put it to the test that I know how strong my faith in my Love Foundation is, but I wanted to put it to the test just to catch the unseen forces that are around me that are trying to come up against me. And for what I witnessed in there and what I heard, there was a lot of activity. But now that I made my spiritual stance against it and said what I had to say, it has no choice but to go to the sender. You know, it's kind of like when somebody's targeting you, they come in numbers, you know. Like old boy said, in many. They come in many. Well, Jesus Christ, when you call upon him to rebuke him through Jesus Christ's name, the Heavenly Father and his angels come in many also to fight for you spiritually. I'm going to wait here for a little bit. But you heard that, brother. You're there as a witness, Brother Christopher. This is what I do. I even got a little bit of tears coming out of my eyes. I don't know if it's allergies, but it was definitely a lot of activity. It's kind of like when I was in there and I heard that the banshee sound of the woman. I could feel like a magnetic energy around me, like something was circling me. You know, but I know that's my cue to let me know that yes, I just heard footsteps right here beside me. Right beside me, I heard footsteps. It's my cue to letting me know that there is a spiritual hit. They have to identify themselves through spiritual law. And that's why I made this video. I wanted to make sure that my instincts are right. That's why I came out here in the middle of the night. And here's my car by itself. My car's here by itself. You know, I come by myself when I do these things. It's right here. There's nobody here. Nobody in the front seat. Nobody in the back seat. So y'all can see. But yeah. There was a lot of activity there, brother. They were circling around me. I could feel them to the right, whereas it was a bunch of them, and I could hear the banshee, the woman scream. You know, like a sonar, like trying to throw me off balance. You know, because I had prayed before I went in there. So they try to sound like some kind of sonar, but I could hear like a woman, not a regular woman, but a banshee, like something in that nature, like trying to interrupt my spiritual aura. You know, whatever it is, it's in there. Before I got in there, like I said before, I was hearing people calling my name, you know. There's nothing new, man. In the Rio Grande Valley, that's the way it was. When I lived in Raymondville, Texas, I was constantly fighting spiritually against witches and warlocks. When I was young, you know, they'd be calling my name. I go out there with no fear. They wouldn't show themselves, but the only thing they would do is make noises and whispers because they know that I was special. They knew that I had certain capabilities to be able to fight them spiritually. So they will come to me like that, you know. So this is nothing different. I just came out here. I'm feeling better, man. Actually, I went out here, so if there was something upon me, it goes out through jurisdiction, you know. And I'm saying, hey, I'm going to continue to fight spiritually and maintain my love foundation. If somebody did a spell or some kind of necromancy, or they got together as a group, as a unit to come against us spiritually, I just broke that right now. I just broke that in the woods. You heard all the activity, right? Brother Christopher, did you hear that banshee noise that was in there? Oh yeah, the valley is like that, man. But I had to do this because I wasn't feeling well. I said I need to do this. I need to stand my spiritual ground and show who I am, you know. And there was a lot of activity in there, especially when it went around the bend, man. Got pretty hot and heavy. So I know now just about what happened in there. In their time frame of when they do their conjuring of spells and necromancy witchcraft, that I know for a fact now that something in that was in play. But I just broke it. I broke the spell right now. So it's got to go back to the sender because it stood my ground. That's why I meant to yell when I said that, you know, I'm going to fight spiritually. It got pissed off. It got pissed off because it didn't want to get rebuked. So where is it going? It's going back to the sender now. That's why I came out here. That's why I came out here. Whoever conjured up that spell or try to send somebody my way or our way is going back to the sender. That's all I got to say. And it's beyond my control. Like I said, I've fought like this spiritually numerous times, brothers and sisters. Brother Christopher, thank you for being here so you can witness it for yourself. You know, this is nothing new to me. You know, I was born into this because a certain family members were involved in certain things that I didn't know of. But when I seen all the activity around me, I noticed and I started figuring out things on my own. But it all has to do with how we want to be as individual. You know, what side we want to affiliate ourselves with. So I know about both sides of the balance. So for those people that are within that cult over there in Oklahoma, I know about both sides of the balance. So I know how to fight both sides of the balance. But the greatest way to fight both sides of the balance, or should I say, your side of the balance, with the Love Foundation. You picked the wrong guy. That's all I can tell you. Y'all picked the wrong guy. Yes, brother. You know, sometimes you have to go out there just to see what's around you, so it can leave you. You know, when I went there into the darkness without fear, and I made the spiritual stance, whatever was around me trying to infiltrate took off, because I was ready to fight it spiritually. I basically challenged it spiritually, you know, challenged it spiritually, and I was ready to rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name. And they got pissed. They got something. You'll see, man. It's gonna go back to the sender. That's all I gotta say. I can't wait till I get home and debunk this video, because the sound that banshee or whatever it was that was amongst me, it yelled. It was like a screech of some sort, and it was very upset. I believe I seen movement to my right, but it didn't come towards me because I was ready to rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. I was ready to fight. I can after what I'm gonna do when I get home. I'm gonna debunk the video, and I'm gonna get to the part where I heard the banshee or witch, whatever you want to call it, make that ugly noise. Yes, brother Christopher. This is not the this is nothing new to me, man. I've been doing this, like I said before, all my life, battling like this. Whether it was in Germany, whether it was in when I was out there in Operation Desert Storm, when I went back to the desert, and this is something I do, man. People might not understand it because they don't know the spiritual aspect of this side of it. I do know it. That's why I'm out here, and I'm glad you're with me as I was walking there, so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, well I actually heard it and seen something. I seen some movement, man. Something run away from me, right there, right beside me. Then when I was walking here, I heard a noise like something trying to run my way, but it stopped. It took like 2 steps and stopped. You know, you know that saying, you get rid of one, they'll come in more. But no, I stood my spiritual ground. I went in their time frame when they're supposed to be the strongest, and I made my spiritual stance with no fear. But anyways, yeah, there was a lot of activity around me. There was a lot of activity. It's kind of like when I was around the bend and I heard that screech of the, like, everything moved real fast. Like you could say, like time shifted in some kind of way where everything spun. Everything spun. That's how it felt. Like when it made that sonar sound or whatever. It like everything spun on me. But I'm here. But I think that's it for right now. Let me go to the vehicle. Yeah, brother. The reason I came out here is because I don't want it to affect my family. So if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen around me. If there's something that's attached to me, then I go to the open space. So if there's something attached to me, it's either gonna fight me spiritually or it's gonna leave. And it left instead of fighting me spiritually. And I'm doing it out here in the open space. Because if you do it at your house, then it's just going to try to find a place to hide. My house is blessed and protected. So that's why I come out in the open to fight spiritually out here. And you heard it, brother. You heard it. All I know is this, when he can't get what he wants, it goes back to the sender. When you have Jesus Christ protecting you, then it goes back to the sender 7 times fold. So whatever was wished against me is going to go back to the sender 7 times fold. That's why I came out here. Spiritually, I was told to come out here, and I came out here. And it wasn't through hearing voices of anything or anything. It just spiritually, I was told to come out here and fight spiritually. Christ.